Hi folks, thanks for joining us at Oakland County Parks and Recreation. While the Nature Center is closed, I wanted to share some information with you about our local wildlife. You can find more information on park closures and what's available to you on the Oakland County Parks website. I'm Mary from the Nature Education team, and this is one of the animals found in our parks. This is an eastern tiger salamander, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about him, and then we'll be headed out to the trail to join Melissa and see what kind of salamanders we can find in the woods. In typical amphibian fashion, tiger salamanders start their lives as eggs in the water and go through metamorphosis. They prefer permanent or semi-permanent ponds for breeding, even better if they're fish-free. This eastern tiger salamander has lived at the Nature Center for over a decade. Its diet consists of cockroaches, crickets, and other insects. Adults grow between 7 and 13 inches long, with males growing larger than females. Tiger salamanders in the wild live in woodland, grassland, and marsh areas, but you may not notice them because they are part of a group of salamanders known as mole salamanders, which spend much of their time in underground burrows. They make their homes under logs, rocks, and even tree stumps. This salamander likes to spend its time under the soil in his enclosure. Now out to Melissa, who will tell us a little bit more about some cousins of the eastern tiger salamander that live out here at Independence Oaks County Park.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa with Oakland County Parks and Recreation. We're here today in Independence Oaks County Park at our Nature Center. We're going to take you guys on a little walk into the woods and see if we can find some salamanders. We're going to walk in just a few minutes, turn over some logs, and see what we can find. Come on with us. All right guys, now that we're out here in the woods, let's take some time to start kind of looking under some of the logs. Real quick, some things that you want to do when you're looking under logs is be very careful when you're rolling the logs over. Do remember that this is somebody's home that lives underneath these logs. So you want to be very, very careful. Roll the log toward you because one, there are things living under the log. It's giving you a little bit of a barrier to protect you against what's underneath it. But it's also giving you a little bit of a shield so you can see what's underneath it before they see you. Also, when you are done, gently put that log right back in place, put his home back so he can just keep on living underneath his log as he was, or as they were. So let's start looking under some logs. Well guys, we didn't have much luck in this part. We're gonna move on to another little section and see what we can find there. So let's go ahead and bend down, see what we can find underneath this log. This log's really, really decomposed, so I think it's gonna come apart as we start rolling it, but I'm still gonna take it very careful, just roll it towards myself. And oh, there's one right there, guys. Let me pull this nice little leaf away from him. We got a nice little redback salamander there, guys. Now, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to pick them up. This right now, with us using so much sanitizer on our hands and soaps and stuff like that, salamanders and other amphibians actually use their skin to absorb air and a lot of other things. So if we start touching them, we're going to mess up their breathing system, and we definitely don't want to do that. So right now he's not moving a whole lot, so we can get a really good view of him. Sitting right there, I can see right behind him. Let me see if I can find a little pointer stick so I'm not disturbing him. Right behind him, right here, there's a nice little cache of insects. You see that, guy? See? So there's lots of fun little things for them to eat underneath this log. So this is a salamander that you will find here in Oakland County in Michigan. So fun little things to look for while we're out walking in the woods. Okay, we're at another log. We're gonna, once again, roll it towards us because we don't want anything to disturb anything underneath it or anything, you know, kind of put a barrier in between us. And we're gonna see if we can find something under here, okay? So carefully, this is a little bit different because this log is kind of staying intact. So carefully roll it over. Oh, I'm seeing one, guys. Okay, there's a blue spotted salamander right here. We're gonna, 1 second, we're gonna bring the camera closer so you guys can get a closer look. All right, guys, if you can look right here, remember we're not gonna touch, but if you can look right here, this is the blue spotted salamander. Let me get a little pointer stick, okay? And I'm not gonna pick him up, but with the blue spotted salamander, he's got nice little light blue spots all along his side, okay? And that's how we tell the difference, especially between him and the leadback, because the leadbacks are gray too. So you can see, let me see if I can kind of turn him, if he'll cooperate a little bit, turn him where we can see his belly. Okay, so you can kind of see those spots right there. And kind of see him moving around a little bit. Guys, here's another redback salamander right here. I'm gonna see if I can get pretty close with the video. Sorry for the shaky. But there he is. How cool is he? Like we said, remember, be very careful when you're rolling the logs over because you never know where they're going to be underneath these logs. How cool.
Thank you for joining the nature education team here at Oakland County Parks and Recreation. We hope to see you again soon.